Hello and welcome, WarrenThornton.com. Hello and welcome to WarrenThornton.com. Boy, we got a new show for you tonight. We are, of course, joined by the wonderful Housewives favourite, Paul Brooker. Good evening, Paul. How are you?
Good evening, everybody. I'm doing very well. Hello, Warren. It's been a wild day, and obviously we got some breaking news just in the last hour.
Yes.
It's going to be a crazy show today, and make sure you stick around for the second half because that's when it gets really juicy. Because I can tell you now, what we say in that gets us banned.
We do tend to get in a lot of trouble because of that. And of course, we'll be getting in as much trouble as we possibly can because we've got bags of stories for you tonight. What we've got for you tonight is we're going to be talking why Europe has had an utter meltdown over the latest American document. Paul has tons of stories. We'll also have a word about Joey Barton and freedom of speech. And we'll be asking why the Ukrainian government is getting very, very upset at yours truly. And we will be putting that out because they've been saying some very nasty things. But we will be getting into that a bit later in the show. But first of all, just to let you know that the main header tonight is to do with this, of course, how basically America have killed Europe, are blaming them and moving on. The document, literally the new strategy document from America has absolutely slaughtered Europe. And of course, they're blaming it all on them. Paul Brooker is here with tons and tons of good stories. Paul, away we go.
Right. Well, we've got to go into the story that is breaking this last hour. And it's someone from the UK, a gentleman named Joey Barton. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. Well, he's just been sentenced for his hurty words.
Counts 2 and 4, the racially aggravated offences, there will be custodial terms of 6 months, and on counts 6, 8, 9 and 10, custodial terms of 4 months, all such terms to run concurrently, and all suspended for a period of 18 months. If during that 18-month period you commit any further counts 2 and 4, the racially aggravated offences, there will be custodial terms of 6 months, and on counts 6, 8, 9 and 10, custodial terms of 4 months, all such terms to run concurrently, and all suspended for a period of 18 months. If during that 18-month period you commit any further counts 2 and 4, the racially aggravated offences, there will be custodial terms of 6 months, and on counts 6, 8, 9 and 10, custodial terms of 4 months, all such terms to run concurrently, and all suspended for a period of 18 months. If during that 18-month period you commit any further counts 2 and 4, the racially aggravated offences, there will be custodial of 6 months.
All right, I'll just start again then.
That's all right. This is just to silence Joey Barton from speaking out. The words that he actually said weren't all that hurty. They were nothing more than he would normally say to someone on a football pitch because he was quite an aggressive footballer. And not only that, I think he'd do the 6 months standing on his head. I mean, Joey Barton's been known to, shall we say, outside of football, to fill the odd person in. It's not like he's any stranger to a jail cell. Paul, this is just about killing anybody. Joey Barton has obviously runs a successful podcast and he tweets quite a lot. This is the thin end of the wedge again, isn't it?
Yeah. I think what we're seeing now is they are going to systematically take out anybody speaking out using their God-given right for free speech. That is something that we're definitely going to see. We're also going to see, and we had a nice little chat off camera just now, Warren, didn't we?
Yeah.
That something like this, we will see them get found guilty very swiftly, very unjustly, but they will suspend it. So technically, you're not going to jail, but you now have a gun at your head for a full 18 months. And we now know the way the system works is if they drag it out for long enough, eventually people will lose interest.
Yes.
And you are now stuck not being able to say anything. This is his warning to shut your mouth, get off the screen, and do as you're told. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, exactly this. And we were talking off air about this is why they've got rid of jury service for anything under 3 years, or stopping you being having a trial for your peers for 3 years. It has nothing to do with shortening the system. If they wanted to shorten the system, Paul, 12,000 people have gone to court because of hurty words. They wanted to shorten the system, they could do that. Nillis.
Yeah, I think it's not only Joey, can't remember his other name,
But
but it's people like Katie Hopkins. I think
yep,
Alex Belfield got caught from the same person, and you
yep.
have these like I can't remember his name either. To tell you the truth, and it's a bit like you have these same people who are super prosecutorial. They're probably been put up for it by the government.
Yeah.
A bit like Rachel Riley. She's always accusing people of being anti-Semitic, like he accused the leader of the ex-leader of the Labour Party, Corbyn.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Paul, when we talk about what is going on here, because let's face it here, there is a there, there is there is an absolute bias here, because we're not seeing people from the left who have called people some horrible, horrible things, and there we have the rub, don't we? Because if you turn round and say that Nigel Farage is a racist, um, anti-Semitic sod, the left will praise you for that, but they won't arrest you. However, if you start talking about Keir Starmer and his predilection for Ukrainian male models, they'll arrest you in a heartbeat. So this is political, not criminal.
Yeah, absolutely, Warren. This is proof that the justice system is not blind. It is controlled. It is manipulated. It is being used for political prowess
Yeah.
all day long. Prove me otherwise. Come on the
To-
show, please, and prove us otherwise.
To term the normal coin, this is lawfare, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no doubt whatsoever. They're declaring war on anybody who disagrees with the government. In Germany, it's just as bad. We played you that video yesterday, which was truly shocking. You even like a tweet that is as what they would call, what they deem as not proven, or what they deem as not in the public interest or factually incorrect. You even like that tweet, you can risk going to jail, and of course, having all your devices taken away, your laptop, your phone, this is very much in the line of what the Nazis did in the 1930s. They turn up, the stormtroopers, as I call them, the police. They turn up at your door at 4 a.m. in the morning, Paul. Not decent hours.
No, they don't. Remember, this is all shock and awe tactics. It's all to disorientate you. So it's also you can't prepare whatever it is you need to prepare to be able to justify your actions.
Yeah.
The tactics are awful. And don't forget, they don't just turn up with one or two coppers. It's like 10 coppers smash your door in. And you've
Yep.
got to sit there going, is that not a massive overuse of police personnel? It's purely for intimidation.
Yeah, absolutely. UK arrests for hurty words, 12,862. Germany, 6,451. Russia, 417. China, 312. Nillis.
Yeah, it's not only 10 coppers, but they're armed as well,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
totally
On
overkill.
yeah, just in case you come back at them with harsh language. Paul.
Well, also, just on the back of that, Warren, and I'm glad you brought up China. Can anyone else see what's coming? They are deliberately crashing the justice system so that this lovely new digital ID they've brought in, well, we can't put everybody in prison. What can we do? We can restrict their ability to buy alcohol. We can restrict their ability to move around. So mark my words, what's looking like what's coming to the UK is definitely social credit scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, let's call it electronic tagging as well. Quite unbelievable. So they might have to carry a 400-pound box around with you if you want to walk out in the street. It is quite shocking, and there is no doubt for me, Paul, this is taking all of your freedoms away and adjusting the law to be able to lock you away and literally ruin your life.
Absolutely, Warren. Absolutely. And as I said at the start of the show, or I might have said it off camera, 3 years is enough for you to lose your house and lose everything.
Yeah.
Think that long and hard when they get rid of jury trials. And that, on the back of that, let's have a look at my next story.
He tells us that 3% of cases, 3%, are heard by juries now. He says it will, when doing away with the juries, will reduce it by 20%. That means this whole reform, with its dramatic impact on our justice system, is going to save him 0.5%. 3 times 20%, 0.6%. It's not going to move. It's not going to move the dial at all. It's not going to have any impact on the delays in the court system, which have to be dealt with.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. As I say, this is, and you know which cases will get priority. You know which cases will get priority. Now there was a lady, and I've got to say this. You know the lady with the hurty words who got 31 months. Lucy, was it? Who got 31 months, and then we had the Labour councillor who didn't go to trial. She was up in front of the beak in no time at all. The other didn't go to trial until 9 months later, and then turned around and tried to defend himself with racism, and didn't even get sentenced to any prison time.
There you go. There you go. I mean, it's you've just got to look at the system, and when you start comparing cases, and I don't care what they say, there's very strange discrepancies in them. We are seeing some very strange sentencing going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Nillis.
Well, it works the other way around as well. Yeah, people who should be having quick court cases are held in prison for a long time, like the Fenton Six, who sprayed the planes at RAF Thornton in part of Palestine action. Some of them, their trials aren't due till later on in 2027.
You're absolutely right, Nillis. What about people who have been arrested for arson that aren't going to have their trials until April? The 3 Ukrainian male models that burnt Keir Starmer's.
They're being held in prison.
Do you know where they're being held?
Yeah, Belmarsh, which is where the
same place.
So
Julian Assange.
Yeah, nobody can talk to them. But it's where they built it as a high maximum security prison, basically for terrorists and psychopaths, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. So we await with anticipation what happens in April. Paul.
Right, on to my next one. And I need somebody to explain this to me, please, because I can't wrap my head around this because it doesn't make sense. This is Lee Nallingham on X. It's illegal to have more than one spouse in the UK. So why are successive governments, Tory and Labour, paying out thousands in benefits to people with multiple wives?
Yes.
6,513 a year for each additional wife, increasing again in April, all funded by the British taxpayer. Ordinary people are struggling, and this is what our government thinks is a priority. So hang on, it's illegal to have multiple wives, yet we are paying people who have multiple wives. So at what
I
point
wonder
does the
which
law?
group that would be, Paul.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's the religion that allows you to have multiple wives.
It is. I don't know what your thoughts are on this, Paul, but I have long held the belief that we're getting population replacement, and this is just another indicator of this going that way.
Yeah, absolutely, Warren. Absolutely. And you can see it's about pleasing a certain demographic because this is
Yeah,
the only demographic this benefits.
yeah, absolutely. Unless you're a Mormon, Sean Murphy.
Well, I think I did mention it in the past, Warren, that or a couple of days ago when this first came to light, that the person, the head of the household, let's put it that way, the head of the household, who basically controls those wives, will
Yeah,
be the one receiving all the money, and he will be the one that dishes any money out. So
yeah,
it's going to make a lot of people from a certain demographic extremely wealthy.
yep, exactly that. As if they weren't getting wealthy enough by renting out girls from grooming gangs. Paul Rooker.
Right, on to my next one. And well, not baffled me, shocked me. Maltesers. Maltesers have risen in price so much that they now cost more per kilogram than a sirloin steak per kilogram.
Wow.
And who thought
That,
meat was getting expensive?
that is quite incredible, isn't it? I mean, when you turn around, you look at the prices of things now, and I wonder why the prices have gone up all over Europe.
Yep, absolutely. And just to read on from that, Sainsbury's and Morrison's are selling Maltesers at the highest price point, with a standard sharing box now retailing £4 in Sainsbury's supermarket. That averages out at being £31.74 per kilogram.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, their sirloin steaks are both only £7 for 225 grams. This works out cheaper per kilo than Maltesers at £31.11 pence. 60p cheaper per kilo.
it is quite amazing, isn't it? When you get one of those family bags, half of it's full of air, and you pay about to what, £2.30, £2.50 for the thing. And it's full of air. It's just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Right. Now moving on to my next story, and I have to say this is allegedly. I've tried to find out any other sources and haven't been able to yet, but Diddy's looking pretty in prison.
Well, I guess he not hiding it anymore, and I can't do nothing but respect him for living in his truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I just scrolled upon Instagram and I look and I'm just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even mad at the man because at least he keeping it real. At least he's not hiding it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like we already have found out everything. We already uncovered everything, and now he's in prison, and that right there on the right. I'm just like, what? Like, I can't even be mad. I'm not even shocked. At least he's open with it. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that ain't open with it. But wow, I guess it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And he having fun. He probably don't even want to go home, to be honest with you. He probably love it there. Like, what? But if you're new to my channel, don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to leave a comment.
What did she actually say there, apart from here's a picture of Diddy in prison?
Well, if you looked at who was hanging off of Diddy's arm, there's a certain type of male that likes to be trans, shall we say.
Yeah.
And Diddy has a very, very good friend there who's wearing pigtails in a male prison.
It is slightly troubling. It sort of reminds me of what was it, Stir Crazy with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
When he turned around, when he slaps the gay bloke's arm and he says, "What are you in prison for?" He said, "Somebody slapped me." He's like, "Oh shit!" Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how, dare I say it, real that photo is,
Yeah.
but it looks very real to me, and it's past my own AI checker. So that's why I went with that video. It looks
I've
like
got
Diddy's very much enjoying prison.
Yeah, I've got to say that what he did, he deserves to go to prison. I mean, some of the stuff that just, wow, not good.
And just off the back of that, has anyone else watched the 50 Cent documentary on P. Diddy, Sean Combs?
No,
Because in it, and I've just started the first episode, and I am seeing posts everywhere. It's very, very strongly alleged Diddy is the one that killed had Tupac and Biggie killed.
I wouldn't. Let's put it this way: it wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility. Let's put it
And it
that
was
way.
all about money and power.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
whole lot.
Will Smith, keep your head down. Paul.
Right, on to my next story. And I think this one is a little bit comical, but a little bit real at the same time.
We are the new construction industry movement, and once again we have been let down by the UK government, and Rachel Reeves has made the British taxpayer the ultimate target. Welcome to Great Britain, where the working man lives the country. He works, he pays, he sacrifices. Rachel Reeves promises growth, yet somehow the only thing growing is council tax and the price of cheese. Hotels filled with migrants, all bills covered, 3 meals, warm rooms, paid by the man eating cold beans after a night shift. Then we have Barry, who hasn't worked since twisting his ankle in 2015, but his benefits arrive like Christmas every month without fail. The working man carries a nation that forgets him. He funds a system that drains him, but they say it's fine, they need another hotel. And while we're holding out hotel rooms like 3 minutes at a dentist, there's another soldier forgotten in the fog, the British farmer, the man who feeds the country yet barely feeds himself after the supermarket price cuts and fuel hikes. He wakes up before dawn, works through storms that would evacuate cities, and sells his loaf labour for less than a London pint.
Come on, lads. I was putting you off. Let's go.
Ground workers there, just in case you didn't know, that's what those bits were. It may well be a skip, but it carries a very valiant point, doesn't it? I'm going to hide my identity because otherwise, if I say something like this, you're going to lock me up.
Yep, and they'll use their leverage against the sites and stuff. Those guys would lose their jobs if they spoke without those masks on. And I'll tell you now, imagine if the construction industry turned on the government. That's it. They are the ones that control everything. Because if they go down tools, or worse, they turn on the government, they're the ones that will shut the country.
Yeah, and eventually what you're going to do is once you drive that sort of speech off of normal platforms, then it becomes an underground current, and that's how revolutions start, Paul.
Absolutely, Warren. And that is exactly how they start. But then if it carries on the route it's going down, that's what they want, because then they can enforce the digital ID.
Yeah.
Shut anyone down who protests.
That's if any of them are still walking. Paul.
Yeah. Right. On to my next story. And Tommy Robinson has done a post about Enoch Burke. They've actually perp walked him. Can you believe this? How embarrassing is that? That's all done for the camera, that scene there. So Enoch Burke has lodged his appeal from his prison cell. He spent over
Enoch Burke was produced from Mountjoy Prison to the office of the Supreme Court here in Dublin this morning to file an application for leave to appeal to the Supreme Court regarding his case. This appeal is specifically about conflicting judgments in the Court of Appeal regarding Enoch Burke's case. In March 2023, Mr. Justice John Edwards stated that there was no evidence whatever that Enoch Burke was being disciplined because of his views on transgenderism or because he objected to the principal's instruction to call a child by a new name and the they pronoun. Now, Mr. Mr. Justice George Birmingham, the then president of the court, and Miss Justice Moira Whelan agreed with Mr. Justice John Edwards in that finding. They were then the three most senior judges of the Court of Appeal. Moira Whelan is the person who got appointed to the Court of Appeal in 2017 amid huge controversy. All procedures were bypassed. She sat at the cabinet table when her own candidacy was being discussed and considered by the government. There was furore in Dáil Éireann. Every major politician disagreed with what had happened, but she got in the back door, notwithstanding all of that. Now, almost 2.5 years later, in July 2025, three other judges of the Court of Appeal, considering the same factual issue, i.e. the basis for the disciplinary action against Enoch Burke, came to a completely different conclusion regarding that question. They found that the fact of his objection to the principal's instruction and the substance of that objection, i.e. his views on transgenderism, were factors and were central factors to the disciplinary proceedings against him. And in fact, the Court of Appeal found that any reasonable reader of the principal's disciplinary report would understand that the principal's overarching complaint against Enoch Burke was his refusal to comply with her instruction. However, there was an unwillingness on the part of the second Court of Appeal to acknowledge that the findings of the first Court of Appeal were wrong, or to acknowledge that it had departed from them. As matters currently stand, therefore, there are two judgments of the Court of Appeal extant with diametrically opposite findings on a most serious aspect of the disciplinary process, i.e. what is the basis for the disciplinary action against Enoch Burke. The disciplinary appeal panel has scheduled a hearing for Saturday the 13th of December next. Now, it would be unfair and highly unreasonable for the disciplinary appeal panel hearing to take place, to go ahead on that date, without this issue being first clarified by the Supreme Court. And that is why Enoch Burke was produced here today from Mountjoy Prison to the office of the Supreme Court to file that application today.
I find this whole thing absolutely crazy. I believe correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, I believe he was suspended, then fired, because he was suspended because he wouldn't call a trans person by their preferred pronouns or the name that they then decided they were going to use. Thus, basically jumping into their delirium. And then, of course, he was fired and turned up at the school because as far as he's concerned, he didn't do anything wrong. The fact that he was led away in handcuffs is an absolute disgrace. What danger is he? Come on, honestly, you do that with violent criminals. That, as you say, that's the handcuffs are all for show. That's an absolute disgrace, Paul.
Absolutely, Warren. And I'm sorry, he's done nothing wrong other than stand up for his beliefs. I mean, come on. In the UK, Muslims are allowed to have multiple wives and Mormons. But that's illegal in this country.
Yeah. I bet they wouldn't have done that. Had the teacher been Muslim, Paul, I bet they wouldn't have done a thing.
Well, I don't know about that, Warren, but the fact that he stood up for his religious, God-given beliefs and he's now in jail for it, I mean, wow. Just wow.
And he's been in jail a fair while as well. Nilus.
Yeah, I think one of the worst things is that he was a teacher in the Church of Ireland school, which is like equivalent to the Church of England, but in Ireland.
Yeah.
And they totally threw him under the bus. So this,
Yes.
it just shows that there's not a Christian, so it's not a Christian ethic.
No, my point here.
Do you know what?
Go on.
Do you know what? I think if we actually saw the church starting to stick up for its own beliefs with its parishioners, the people who support their religions, all of that, I'll tell you now, there'd be more people turning up in those churches every Sunday
Yes.
because they believe that the church is on their side, that their religion is on their side. Instead, we see a religion of cowards who cower and don't offer support to the people that are standing up for the beliefs that they've been taught by them.
And indeed, going along with what they want to do as well. Like your gay marriages, your trans marriages, and all the rest of it. When you start allowing that, the church, it's over. So because everything that you're supposed to believe is nonsense. Because what you're saying is, I'm going to allow this to happen because my belief system is not real.
Yeah, you're so right, Warren. I'm spiritual. I'm not religious anymore because what I've seen from the Christian faith does not bestow me with a sense of they've got my back. I believe in my own spiritual faith now because I can tell you they haven't got my back.
No, they are absolutely useless.
Absolutely.
Louis Bastos.
Hi, my boy. I am the same, Paul. I'm a Christian, but I don't believe in the church because the church creates all the problems in this world. Since the beginning, they created churches. They've created all the problems in this world.
Fair enough. Paul.
Right, on to my next story. And this is one I've only just found out today. If you've covered it, Warren, please tell me. Oh, there's my mouse.
This week, we saw a big sell-off in biotech stocks following these reports that the FDA, which you used to run at the first part of the Trump administration, is now going to require one study to clinch approval of vaccines. You were one of the former commissioners who put out this really extraordinary editorial in the New England Journal of Medicine, arguing that the FDA and top vaccine regulator, Dr. Vinay Prasad, are changing policies in a way that's going to slow down new and better vaccines. What specifically is the problem you see? Because this isn't just Hep B. This is the vaccines of the future, you're saying, just won't be created.
Right. So Vinay Prasad, who is the head of the Biologics Center, also oversees the vaccine division. He also has been appointed the head of biostatistics, the chief medical officer of the agency, and the chief scientific officer. So he occupies a lot of positions. Put out a memo saying that they're going to do away with or move away from what they call immunobridging studies. These are studies that allow you for well-validated vaccines like the flu vaccine to be able to demonstrate each year that the new vaccine that's formulated against a circulating strain can elicit antibodies that are effective against that particular strain, and that could be the basis of approval, rather than requiring new outcome studies every year to prove that the vaccine actually reduces the incidence of influenza. For established vaccines where we know that antibody production is a good correlate for immunity, this has been a long-standing practice. We do it for flu vaccine, we do it in COVID certainly, we do it for things like pneumococcal vaccine, the vaccine for pneumococcal disease, where we look at serotypes, circulating bacterial serotypes. This allows us to update vaccines as these viral and bacterial strains change and as the composition of the strains change in time to provide protection for the fall respiratory season. If they move away from this, which is what he said they plan to do, we're just not going to be able to update vaccines each season as we've done historically to accommodate whatever the circulating strain is.
Quite unbelievable. Quite unbelievable.
Now,
go on, Paul.
Now, I've only got a layman understanding of this. I'm not a virologist or whatever blimmin' cockamamie titles they've got. But from my limited understanding, do you not want the proof in the pudding? Do you want to actually see proof that that vaccine that they're going to release is actually going to do what it says on the tin? Because that's my understanding of it. Not oh, no, we're fairly sure it's going to work. No, you need proof because you're messing with the human body. Remember, every drug, every vaccine does something to the body and it has an equal and opposite reaction. There is no such thing as a vaccine or a drug, whatever you want to call it, that does not have a side effect.
Here's the thing. Why are we only having one study? Nil Essential Murphy.
Yeah, I was just reminded of the former vice president of Pfizer, Michael Yaden. He he resigned, didn't he? Because he said it wasn't safe. The drug. He
Yeah,
was the actual scientist on the board of
he was.
Pfizer, in charge
Yep,
of research. And the
bang on.
interesting thing is, in the recent COVID inquiry, they didn't even call his name.
No, absolutely right. Good call. Sean Murphy.
Well, I'll be honest, Warren. I get texts and emails every day inviting me to take part in clinical trials and have this vaccine and this jab,
Bang.
whatever. Especially Novovirus, which they're trying to push at the moment for a clinical trial, and it's crazy. I'm I know for a fact because I get tested regularly that because of a problem I had that I am immunosuppressed. And
Yep.
if they must think I'm stupid that I'm going to start putting these vaccines that
Yes.
are unproven into my body when I'm immunosuppressed. Uh, they're crazy, and
Yep.
they just can't get it through their thick heads. They got to try and sell these these vaccines to whoever they can.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Thank you for that. Over to you, Paul.
Right, on to my next story. And I'm just going to mix this one up now. Let me just go back. Elon Musk has come up with a fast way to terraform Mars.
To go to Mars.
It's a fixer-upper of a planet. At first, you're going to have to live in transparent domes, but eventually you can transform Mars into an Earth-like planet.
How would you do that?
You'd warm it up.
With a blanket or with what?
It's the fast way and the slow way. The fast way is drop thermonuclear weapons over the poles.
Haven't we? I mean, I'm not being awful, but of course, we're talking about colonizing Mars or people going to Mars. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole here. Haven't we better go to the moon first?
Oh, Warren, how dare you do that? Because
No,
they're all telling us we've been.
Warren,
Warren,
I honestly don't know. I was just
I
having a
totally
conspiracy
agree.
theory moment there. Just go on.
Warren, all I can say to you is my understanding of what goes on out in the ether, whatever you want to call it out there. No human will make it to Mars.
No.
What they are saying is they will have to send robots to Mars first with embryos and start the human race all over again on Mars. But we are talking hundreds, if not thousands of years before it terraforms naturally, etc., etc. So, yeah, maybe the shortcut way is going to be the fastest way.
I think the problem that we have here, of course, is if we colonize anything, we're just going to stick a McDonald's on it. So maybe it's not a good idea to go anyway. Sean Murphy.
Well, Warren, how crazy. Thermonuclear bombs at the poles on Mars. Oh, of course, everybody. Let's all go to Mars. It's going to be highly radioactive. We're going to be okay. We might turn green. We may turn green like the little green men, but we won't last very long.
Never mind the PSI that squash you down to a tiny little insignificant insect. But of course the temperatures, we don't want to know about them. I mean, this is like something straight out of Alien and Total Recall, isn't it, Bob?
Oh, it is, Warren. And let's be fair, it is all just theoretical. Dare I say it? We're not going to Mars in my lifetime, and I'm willing to put my hat in the ring. A human being walking on Mars in my lifetime is not going to happen.
And it'll only be for the rich anyway, Nillis.
Well, we're talking about Mars, but they're doing very similar things with chemtrails on the planet Earth, and it's having detrimental effects.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've got a really good solution here, Paul. We need 2 volunteers. I suggest possibly Jeff Bezos, his missus, and Katy Perry.
Yeah, we'll get a picture on Mars, and they'll be back within 24 hours.
For women's liberation. On we go, on we go.
Right, and my last story.
Yep.
We've got an earthquake going on somewhere. And Warren, you
we
probably know
have,
more
in
about
Japan.
this.
Yeah.
Some breaking news coming to us. Japan, an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 7.2 has occurred just off the coast of Japan. The Japanese scale that they use puts its intensity at 6+. That's the Aomori prefecture is the area where this earthquake has happened. The Japanese scale just goes from 1 to 7. So they're saying 6+, which suggests really quite high. A tsunami warning has been issued, and 3-meter-high tsunami waves are expected after this Japanese earthquake. So it's come through just literally in the last few minutes, less than 5 minutes ago, an earthquake off the coast of Japan, an intensity of 6+ to 7, depending on the different scales, and a tsunami warning also issued for that part of the world. We're going to be keeping an eye across that and let you know if there are any updates.
So there we go. 7.6 it was rounded up to. And so far, the only tsunami that's hit has been 0.5 meters. Sean Murphy and then Louis Bastos.
Well, was that a vertical earthquake or was it a lateral? That's the question.
Lateral. If it's
In
vertical,
that case, it's not going to be.
lot
It's not going to be
nastier.
that bad.
Yeah.
Not
Just
gonna
in
be
case
that bad.
anybody's watching, seismology, side to side, or not so damaging. Up and down problem. Louis Bastos.
There goes all the arms and ammunition that's put in Japan.
Not good, eh?
Will you feel the repercussions of that one? Will the tremors reach the Philippines?
Oh, no chance. No chance.
No.
It'll only be localized. That's it. That's the only thing. I mean, the last one we had here that I felt was only a 5, but because it was vertical, literally it was like somebody had jumped on the. You know when somebody jumps on a bouncy floor and you feel it, you feel that jolt. That's it. You only got one jolt. That was it. Lasted all of literally a second. But you know when they turn around and say yes, that was, then I suppose we have to go with it. Unbelievable. It was one of those. We did say that on this program, when the third round draw happened for the FA Cup, we would bring it to you. That is imminent, by the way, just to let you know. And of course, we said that we would. We did promise you that we would do the third round draw. And of course, they're waffling at the moment. But when they finish waffling, then, as I say, they will do the draw. And I'll tell you what, we'll take you over to it now. We've got 15, 20 minutes. Let's see who gets who. Enjoy. We did, as I said, we did say we would break from tradition and we would do this wonderful thing where we would have the third round draw of the FA Cup. And we're now going to watch it. Here we go.
There's no sound, Warren, just so you're aware.
There's no sound. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can get that back because that's, how can I put it? Sometimes with YouTube, you get all sorts of not too good stuff. Let's try it again. Here we go. Okay. Can we?
Sunderland against Liverpool in 1982.
That's correct.
So I thought what I might do is look at the multitude of Scottish Cups that you clearly won, and I discovered you won one of them.
I did force a good save out of Ray.
Well, they're still waffling. We'll take you back there in a minute. We'll get on with a couple of stories just in the meantime. Now, very, very simply, let's get into a couple of short stories. Just to let you know that in Perry Chan,
who started on the journey. A few ball numbers to keep an eye on tonight. The Holders Crystal
Cambodia
Palace
and
are
Thailand
13, top of the table, Arsenal number 2.
So the Thailand-Cambodia ceasefire is well and truly. We all know that area is one that they would
Warren,
like.
we're struggling to hear you with the thingy
Sorry
going on.
Hang on. Do apologise. Yeah, I'll get back to that story in a minute. Let's take you over. Hopefully, they're going to stop waffling in a second and do the actual draw. That's what we are here for. Let's go and have a look. Now, can everybody hear this when I play it? Does everybody hear that?
Yes, we can.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Are they
Let's
all
move
there?
my ugly mug out the way.
Have you counted them? Are we sure?
Don't leave any in there, Peter.
I think we're all right, yeah.
Well done.
Not sure. Right. Joe, you're going to start us off with the home teams. Crouch is going to do the away teams. So, shall we start?
Far away. Right,
Let's go.
Right. Number 43.
Number 43, Wolverhampton Wanderers. So Wolves at home in the third round.
Little Derby.
Not too far.
Let's go, Joe.
A little bit of Rod there. 63.
63 is Doncaster Rovers of League One.
Number 35.
And Grant McCann's side will be at home to Southampton.
Ooh. Ready, guys?
Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. 39.
39, Tottenham Hotspur, 8 times winners. The last final, 1991, when they won it.
Number 3.
And they're at home to Aston Villa. Might be the tie of the round so far.
Now we're rolling. Come on, Coley, keep it going.
Number 64.
Number 64, Port Vale.
Port Vale. Number 54.
And Port Vale will host Fleetwood Town.
31.
31, Preston North End, 3 times winners, not since 1938.
Number 53.
And number 53 is Wigan Athletic. Who can forget Wigan Athletic? What was it, 2000? No, wait, I get this right now. 2013 winners, was it? Yeah, I remember it well. Not as well as I should have.
Number 18.
Number 18, Ipswich Town. Winners for the only time in 1978, Roger Osborne.
Roger Osborne scored the goal.
Number 59.
Number 59 is Blackpool.
Oh.
You see, the U's and R's are because Brackley are 58, so that's why we're getting anywhere around the 50s. There's excitement in the room.
Incidentally, 53 was the Matthews final, Stanley Matthews final, Blackpool.
Were you there?
I wasn't at that particular fixture, no. Harsh.
44.
44 is Wrexham.
Don't like Wrexham. Don't like Wrexham here.
No.
Number 28.
Number 28 is Nottingham Forest. Oh. Wrexham versus Forest.
Do you know what? I can't trust you to get the Reds a home draw, can I?
Right. Number 10.
Number 10 is Charlton Athletic.
Number 11.
Charlton Athletic will host Chelsea.
Oh. London Derby.
Not too far to travel, Joe.
Not too far to
travel, I'm led to believe.
Right, okay. 22.
22, Manchester City.
Oh. We won this.
Now, the Brackley Town fans are excited now, Crouchy, if you can deliver.
Number 61.
Ooh, 61.
Number 61 is Gary Caldwell's Exeter City.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Gary.
Yeah. Good luck. Okay. 42.
42 is West Ham United. Come on, Coley.
Number 32.
Number 32 is Queen's Park Rangers, another London derby.
I'm told that's not far to go either, John.
Yeah,
far to
I'm
travel,
happy
Joe.
with my lot so far. All right, here we go. 34.
34 is Sheffield Wednesday. Now, they could do with a big tie, Sheffield Wednesday, financially.
Yes.
We're hoping you pull a good one here, Crouchy.
Yeah. Number 6.
And he's done that. Premier League Brentford. They will host Premier League Brentford.
Good.
Go. Number 16.
So number 16 is Fulham. Never won the FA Cup.
4.
And they will play number 24, Middlesbrough.
Ooh. Number 15.
Number 15, Everton. 5 times winners, the last in 95, Paul Rideout's goal.
Correct, I was at the game.
37.
Did you say 37?
37.
Thank you. They will host Sunderland in an all-Premier tie.
Ooh.
Well, first few nerves there.
Yes.
You didn't quite get the number, did
No,
you?
I just didn't want to panic there.
21. 21 is Liverpool.
Brack, number 50.
Arne Slot side are at home to Barnsley.
Ooh. Liverpool Barnsley, that takes you back.
It does.
Number 9. Number 9 is Burnley. When is it? 1914.
Number 25.
Number 25 is Millwall, who were runners-up in 2004.
Number 27 is Norwich City. Philippe Clement, the former Rangers
manager, got a home tie, Philippe.
Number 60.
Number 60 is Walsall. Home tie for Norwich against Walsall.
We're dancing around Brackley and Burton, aren't we?
We are.
We're getting closer. We are. Number 30. Number 30 is Portsmouth. One of Crouch's old clubs.
Yeah, certainly is number 2.
Number 2, they've drawn Arsenal. Wow. Won a record 14 times, the Arsenal.
Number 14. Number 14 is Derby County of the Championship. Last time they won it, 1946.
Number 19.
Number 19 is Leeds United, 4-time finalists, winners in 1972.
Conjures up memories of Brian Clough.
Yes.
Managed both of them, Leeds for 44 days.
Yeah.
Number 38. Number 38 is Swansea City.
Number 41.
Number 41, Peter, is West Bromwich Albion, 5-time winners.
Still waiting for Western Supermare and Brackley Town Burton to come out. Yeah. Number 55. Number 55 is Salford City.
Number 48.
Number 48 is Swindon Town, Ian Holloway's team.
That'll be entertaining.
That will be entertaining, for sure.
Number 51. Boreham Wood.
Boreham Wood. No, we don't want that. No. Number 58.
Number 50.
It wasn't me.
Why are you too late? Number 50.
Coley, just hang on a second. Luke Garrard's in the room. Where's Luke Garrard? Luke Garrard's in. Luke, what do you think? Good? Happy? There we go. That's the Boreham Wood manager, Luke Garrard, who's here.
It is, of course, Brackley Town or Burton Albion. You two have managed to empty the place in an FA Cup draw.
Yeah. Not the first time or the last time we've been booed at a football ground. They play each other on Saturday. Yes.
Oh, my.
Number 46. 46 is Grimsby Town. Already beaten Manchester United this season in the League Cup.
Absolutely.
49.
49 is Western Supermare, lowest ranked club in the tournament.
Number 17. Number 17 is Hull City. Finalists in 2014.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Blackburn Rovers, 6-time winners, last time in 1928.
Championship clubs are finding each other, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Number 26. Number 26 is Newcastle United.
Back stronger, number 1.
Newcastle will host Bournemouth.
The Eddie Howe Derby.
The Eddie Howe Derby. You took the words out of my mouth. Well done. I think we've seen too much each other, you know.
Number 52. Number 52 is MK Dons. Takes you back to Wimbledon.
Yes.
Laurie Sanchez.
Laurie Sanchez header.
Number 29.
And they will host Oxford United. Gary Rowett's Oxford United.
Number 62. Number 62 is Cheltenham Town, 22nd in League Two.
Number 20.
Number 20 is Leicester City. Winners for the first time, of course, in 2021, Crouchy.
Number 57. Number 57 is Cambridge United.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Birmingham City.
That's Tom Brady involved in another draw.
Sure it is.
Yeah. Number 8. Number 8 is Bristol City.
Number 40.
Number 40 is Watford. Runners up in 84 and got a bit of a going over in 2019 from City.
All championship again.
Yeah.
Number 36.
Number 36, Stoke City. Mark Robbins. Won it with Manchester United in 1990.
He did.
Number 12.
Number 12 is Coventry City.
Oh,
the old club. What are the chances of that?
Unbelievable. Mark Robbins against Coventry.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard's team flying.
Number 45.
Number 45 is Macclesfield FC.
Oh. Macclesfield. Versus number 13.
Number 13 are the Holders Crystal Palace.
Oh, what a great tie that is, Alex.
Yeah, brilliant tie.
Looking forward to that.
Late winner for Palace yesterday, of course.
Number 23.
Number 23, Manchester United at home. 13 times winners.
Number 7.
And they will host Brighton and Hove Albion in another All-Premier tie.
Tough game.
And the final tie, Joe.
33.
33, that's Sheffield United on a...
And Sheffield United versus Mansfield. So there we go. There's the full draw for you. And of course, one of those, we did say we would bring it to you. There wasn't anything massively exciting, apart, of course, from possibly the Brighton tie and Tottenham versus Aston Villa. Right, let's get back to the news. We are going to delve into the Paul.
I've got one more.
You've got some breaking news, haven't you?
Yeah. And I've only just found this, and I was just watching a quick Katie Hopkins interview from America, and she said this on air. Father Ted creator Graham Lynham is to seek asylum in the US after his airport arrest by armed police. This has gone undetected by anything I was looking at until today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you reported on this?
No, not at all. Didn't even know this was happening. When did it? I take it this has only happened in the last couple of hours.
Saturday, this was released, and somehow it's gone totally unreported. In his first full interview since the incident at Heathrow, he said, "I simply don't believe I will have a peaceful or comfortable old age in this country whilst this is going on."
Wow, I had no idea that he was going. But at least, hopefully, Paul, he'll be safe.
Well, that's if the US grants him asylum, but this is a test case now.
I don't see how they cannot.
Well, this is it. And I'll tell you right now, if Trump and the American government use this, my God, the political weapon they've just gained by him claiming asylum.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, that marries in very much with the new strategy document and the criticisms that Trump made. Nilus.
Yeah, and George Callaway is living abroad now since his arrest.
Yes, he is. He is. But I mean, people turning. He is living abroad at the moment. He's got other properties. But the fact that somebody has asked for political asylum in the USA, political asylum from the UK. Did you ever think you would see the day that happened, Paul?
No. I never thought I would see this day come. And also, he's high profile. So the younger generation may not know him, but anyone my age, easily and above, know the work that he's done. Father Ted and a whole host of other things. So the fact that he's genuinely scared for his life, that he will not be treated fairly, has caused him to flee, and I'm going to say that word, flee to America to save himself.
It's quite staggering, isn't it? I've got to say. Thank you very much for that, Paul. It is very. You're almost at the time when you're leaving us. Where can people find you in your myriad of roles?
Everyone can find me at viral.tv, but my main home is brooker.tv.
Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. And a safe journey, Paul. And I shall speak to you very shortly. And thank you for bringing us some wonderful stories this evening.
Take care, everyone. Have a good evening. Bye.
Thank you very much. And let's have a look at this, and then we'll be back with the rest of the show.